all is dust. The nails are biting.
Thousand Suns, led by Magnus the Red, square off against the World Eaters and Angron the Red Angel. Psychic might versus weaponized hatred. It's a real battle of brain versus brawn in this 40K in 40 minutes. Greetings, 40K fans. Welcome to this episode of 40K in 40 minutes. Your host, JT the Voice here.
We're gonna pit two Primarchs that haven't actually fought each other yet on this channel.
Mubin and I have been having a blast desecrating the land of Armageddon. If you spend enough time with anyone, they're gonna get on your nerves, and there might be a bit of conflict.
This is a what-if situation of what would happen if the Thousand Suns and the World Eaters decided to actually fight instead of work together for the glory of chaos.
Mubin's Grand Coven faces Jordan's Khorne Daemonkin as we go Warp Bolter to Chain Axe in a battle that promises absolute carnage. This game was filmed on a Friday the 13th, and we are not responsible for some of the ridiculous dice rolls that ensue.
I am bringing a good old Grand Coven detachment. I'm going to have to play this game very carefully with Magnus, of course, leading the way. Demon Prince, who has the Vortex enhancement. He's got deep strike shenanigans where he can come in outside of 6 inches. I've also got the staples in the Rubric Marines, Rhino, and I've brought along a Secretary robot, and of course, good old Mr. Pibbles, the Vortex Beast. It's our first time playing against each other in a 40K in 40 minute. Jordan, I hope you're ready for this because I sure am.
Today I brought a very fun detachment. I brought the Khorne Daemonkin, which allows you to bring 1,000 points of Khorne demons with your army. It's a very different way to play World Eaters, and it unlocks a lot of fun things that you wouldn't normally get to do. When I kill things, on a 3+, I get a Khorne Buck, or the actual name, a Blood Tithe point. And then I can spend these Khorne Bucks to get bonuses for my army, such as a 5-up Feel No Pain against psychic attacks. We have a really fun strat in Summon by Slaughter. When I die, I get to drop Bloodletters. Or when Mubin dies, I get to drop Bloodletters. Lord on Juggernaut has the Disciple of Khorne enhancement, which allows him to lead Bloodcrushers. Not only does he give the unit base move 10, but allows the unit to move through walls. We've also got Skarbrand because sometimes Angron's not enough. So we've got our Super Smash Brothers list, gonna smash Mubin in the face, and it's gonna be a great time for everybody involved. Except probably Mubin.
Today's mission is take and hold on a hammer and anvil deployment. From the second battle round onwards to the end of the command phase, or end of round 5 if they went second, the player whose turn it is will score 5 victory points for each objective marker they control, up to 15 victory points per turn, and 50 for the game.
Round 1.
Fight!
Yeah, we're actually playing our first 40K in 40 minute against each other. We've got the table set up, pretty straightforward, take and hold, hammer and anvil.
But still thematic because we're on Armageddon. We found this orc base. This would be a good spot to duke it out.
We kicked the orcs out, now we're trying to see who this base belongs to. Let's roll to see who goes attacker or defender.
You rolled a 5, I rolled a 3. What would you like to do?
I will make you be the defender.
Okay. I'm gonna start with 10 Jakhals on my home, kind of spread out.
My first drop, zoning out said deep strikers. We're gonna do the same thing with our Zanglors.
A unit of Flesh Hounds, screening out this back corner. But yeah, Buppy Danny.
Infiltrating robots.
Chaos Spawn to do various actions.
Some Zanglors with bows.
We'll have our Forge Friend, everyone's favorite.
Mr. Pibbles. Yum, 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 yum.
The Lord on Juggernaut and Bloodcrushers.
The good old Rhinoceros.
I'll see your Rhino and match you my own Rhino.
Last, but definitely not least, Big Magnus.
Jakhals. And last for me will be Skarbrand.
Skarbird.
All right, sir, we're deployed.
Demon Prince will start in Deep Strike, the Terminators will start in Deep Strike with the Sorcerer, and the one Zangor squad will start in Reserve. The Master of Executions with the Berserkers will be in the Rhino. Both squads of Bloodletters will start in Reserve, as well Angron will start in Reserve.
I'm ready for this.
Let's see who's going first. I rolled a 4.
Roll the 5. Looks like I'm going first.
Good luck, sir.
Good luck. Going first. Now, this is both a good thing and a bad thing.
Going second is excellent because I want to draw Mubin out into the center so I can punch him in the face gooder.
I get to play this game at a tempo I want to start. I will stage first.
No pregame moves for Mubin. Jordan has his spawn scout forward to be wholly hidden behind that terrain. This episode is brought to you by our friends at Frontline Gaming. If you're in North America, Frontline Gaming is your one-stop shop for all your tabletop gaming needs. Whether it's neoprene battle mats, pre-painted MDF terrain, commissioned paint services, tabletop gaming products, or even events like the world-famous Las Vegas Open, Frontline Gaming is your go-to source. And now they've launched their tournament support program. As a team that has been running some of the world's biggest tabletop tournaments for over 15 years, FLG knows how much work goes into everything from logistics to sponsorships to rewarding players. Now you can get support from one of the most trusted names in tabletop gaming. Whether you're hosting a local RTT or a massive convention, Frontline Gaming and their sponsors want to help your players walk away with something awesome. Whether it's social shoutouts and promotional support, exclusive offers for your attendees, free prize support from FLG and their partners, or even a complimentary LVO ticket for qualified registered tournament organizers, with FLG's tournament support program, you can really make your next event something to remember. Follow the links in the description below and get started today.
First up is Khorne dice.
Khorne Yahtzee.
All right, let's see what the Blood God has in store for us. Looks like whatever we want.
The blessings of Khorne this turn will be the sustained hits and 6-inch pile and consolidation.
And then for Magnus, we are going to go with Time Flux, which is going to give everyone around Magnus within 6 inches an extra 2 inches to their movement. And then I have to do secondaries.
Area Denial and Tempting Target are drawn for secondaries.
Ooh, both not nice.
The top objective will be the Tempting Target chosen by Jordan.
I want you to push out even more.
I will not use any of my Kindred Sorceries this round because a lot of my psychic weapons won't be doing anything.
Both players at command point, here we go.
We're just gonna go right into movement. If I push out too far, too quickly, those world eaters are going to pounce on any unit that's out in the open.
Zangor Enlightened advance only at 2. Mubin decides to have them stay there instead. Mr. Pibbles the Mutalith takes the top objective. That's Tempting Target.
We love a good warp doggo.
Rhino slides into cover mid-board. Sekitar shift to the bottom of the map.
I'm not gonna go for the center. I'm gonna leave area denial. I do not have any targets to shoot.
That's a quick turn 1. 5 points on Tempting Target. Area Denial discarded for a command point. 5-0, 2 command points to 1. Here we go.
I'd say that's a pretty darn good start.
Jordan's turn 1.
Alrighty, World Leaders turn 1. I'm gonna go to 2 command points.
I go to 3.
Let's shuffle the deck and see what we get.
Jordan's full engage at all fronts and sabotage.
So we got some chores right out the gate.
Jakhals ravage his home objective. He's going to maintain control over it, even while not within range of it. On to Jordan's turn 1 movement.
Usually attacking a vortex beast is a trap,
What are you talking about? It's totally not a trap.
but I'm feeling good today.
Spawn advance 11 to the bottom objective. Skarbrand can go 13 inches, but doesn't need it all to stage into the midboard. Skarbrand is in a position to threaten multiple directions from here. Rhino advancing only a 1. Jordan chooses not to move it, much like Mubin Zangors. Again, these dice rolls are a little weird. Bloodcrushers and the Juggernaut Lord moving to be a 7-inch charge from the Mutalith Vortex Beast. Of course, they can go right through that wall. Jakhals, again, not a great advance. Jordan keeping him pretty close.
So I'm not gonna sabotage because doing chores is something a nerd like Magnus would do. And I've got nothing to shoot, so we're just gonna go straight into the best phase, which is the charge phase.
Shooting phase, don't make me laugh. This is World Leaders, boys and girls. We're here to wreck stuff. Bloodcrushers and Juggernaut need a 7 to reach the Mutalith.
4 is a good start. That's an 8. Khorne's number. Khorne wants this.
That makes it a 9 with the +1. Oh, Khorne wills it. Poor Mr. Pibbles.
Once they've made a charge,
Brass Stampede from the Bloodcrushers.
for each model in the unit, I get to roll a dice, and on a 4+, I do D3 mortals.
It's just a unit or in engagement?
No, this is a special one.
This is one of the dirty ones.
Yeah, this is the gross one. 7 dice, 4 ups. Ooh, that's 4. And these are gonna be D3 mortals each. No, take 10 mortals.
Holy crap!
That's disgusting.
So gross.
5s. He will take 8 of those.
And Mr. Pibbles is down to 5 wounds. Mr. Pibbles getting all chopped up. That poor Mutalith Vortex Beast is really taking it.
Let's start with the Juggerlord. 7 attacks, hitting on 2s with sustained. His unit still gets the Blessings of Khorne. So we drop 1 and then we pick up 1, and we're looking for 5s.
That will be 2 AP1s.
2 more 5-ups. 1 5-up.
2 damage.
Feel no pain. He feels the pain. Down to 3.
And then his pony.
Whee! Nope, no damage this time.
Alrighty, Bloodcrusher time.
With sustained. No sustained. We're looking for 6s.
None.
Excellent.
We have our ponies. 14 AP1s.
All right, Pibbles, I believe in you, buddy. Come on. New. That's a terrible. 1 damage each?
1 damage each.
All right. Feel no pain. He feels the pain.
Pibbles is down.
I am going to spend a command point as he dies.
A worthy skull for a command point sees him gain D3 blood type points.
And we are going to get a single Khorne. And then, do we get a Khorne from killing you? We do not.
Again, this allows the Khorne Daemonkin to do some pretty cool stuff.
So we do have 6-inch Pile Consolidate.
I think I want to go in the Rhino, because these guys are dead anyway.
He runs over a toe. Rhino does a damage.
Engage all fronts. I'll get 3/4 for 2 points. And I will discard Sabotage for a command point.
End of turn. 5 points for Mubin, 2 points for Jordan, 3 command points for Mubin, 2 command points for Jordan. Blood tithe points sit at 1.
Start a battle round. Blessings of Khorne.
Start round 2. Blessings of Khorne will be fight or death in melee on a 4+ and sustained hits in melee.
Magnus is going to turn on his impossible form.
-1 incoming damage. I expect him to hold on to that one for a while.
Start of my turn 2. I go to 4 command points.
I'll go to 3.
I have so many command points, and this is the time I would want it all.
Wrath of the Immaterium chosen for Mubin. Devastating wounds on his psychic weapons. That's his kindred sorcery this turn.
I will draw secondaries first.
Defend stronghold, and if extend battle lines are drawn.
Go get no man's land. I wanted to do that anyway, so this works out perfectly.
Spending a command point here on Desecration of Worlds. That's going to sticky his home objective.
I have no battle shocks to take, which means go into scoring, and I will score 5 whole points on primary.
10-2, on to turn 2 movement. Rubrics disembark the Rhino. First unit hops out, moving to the top of the map. Second unit does the same, leaving a suspiciously Magnus-sized hole. Rhino now moves into the midboard onto the objective. Zangor Enlighten move to see the Juggernaut Lord.
Magnus is going to scooch over this way, down behind his boys. Like, hey, boys.
Those Bloodcrushers might be in trouble. Sekitar, tie the spawn on objective control for the bottom objective.
Keep that objective away from you. It's time to bring in reinforcements.
In come the reserves, Deep Striking Demon Prince using Ether Stride. He can arrive outside of 6 instead outside 9, but will not be able to charge. 10-man Terminators are in at the top of the map. Ooh, Forgefiend overwatches the Terminators.
3d3 of blast. 6s. And you are the closest eligible target, so full hit rerolls. Okay, 3s. That'll be 4 imballs on the Terminators.
Ah, they got this. One of them fails. We're going to command reroll one of those saves. Nope, still fails it. One of them goes pop. Just one of the ones in the back. Are you bringing any reserves?
I think Angry Ron.
Rapid ingress. Angron is in on his home objective. Oh, those Terminators may not live long. Mubin is going to want to use them here and use them well.
Let's do the shooting thing. And in the shooting phase, we're going to start with
the Sorcerer, marking by fate Skarbrand. That's going to get +1 to hit for him and the Terminators shooting him. Cabal ritual time. Demon Prince attempting Destiny's Ruin into Skarbrand. He channels it. That's full rerolls to hit.
no perils. So reroll all hit rolls against Skarbrand. We like that.
Terminator Sorcerer now doom bolting Skarbrand. He channels, he perils, but it does go off. It loses a Terminator, but does 5 mortal wounds to Skarbrand. Twist of Fate from Magnus into the Juggerlord and Bloodcrushers. He channels, it perils, he takes a wound to go to 15, but that's going to be extra armor penetration into the Bloodcrushers.
I'm going to start with the Demon Prince, and he's just dumping everything he's got into Skarbrand.
Rips him down to 13 wounds. Terminator split fire, Jakhals and Skarbrand getting shot. Oh, all but one Jakhal incinerated.
Actually, would have preferred if you killed the last one because then I could have dropped Bloodletters in your face.
Now for all the bolters and all the other shots into Skarbrand. We're going to start with the bolters first. Hitting on 2, 6s are lethal. There's 1 lethal so far. We're going to pick it up, reroll all of it, get more lethal hits. I believe in you, boys. 2 more. Okay, that's good. I only dropped 1. 6s again. 1 more. So 4 and AP 2, 1 damage each. Good.
He will take 2.
Malefic Curse. And still looking for a 6. no 6. So 2 saves.
Okay, he takes another 2, he's down to 9.
And last but not least, the Terminator in Sorcerer armor. 3 shots with the anti-monster 4-up devastating. You have 9 left, so right now you're taking 4 devastating wounds.
So, like, you're not killing him.
I'm not killing you no matter what, but it brings you to 5. Where does he bracket?
If he brackets, he gets better.
Well, that's true. He is angry.
But alive.
Zangors into Bloodcrushers. They wound. Precision on the Lord. He saves. First squad of Rubrics now, popping Twisted Sorceries on the Sorcerer. That's just once per game. It's going to give him extra attacks and damage.
Flamers. Let's see how well roasted Juggernaut tastes. Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
23 shots. Pick all these up, reroll them all. 13 saves, AP 2, ignoring cover.
So I'm looking for 5s. We're gonna lose 2, and one's gonna take a damage.
Still more bullets incoming. The Aspiring Sorcerer or the Baby Wizard with his Malefic Curse. 5s, 6s devs. Rerolling, cause nope.
On the go through.
And then Sorcerer's turn.
So 3 go through.
The 5-man squad has ripped the Bloodcrushers down to 2 models and the Lord. Second unit, rinse, repeat. Is it gonna be enough? No! The Lord is alive on a single wound. Magnus shooting the Juggernaut Lord in the spawn. Jordan loses a spawn.
Take that away from you, actually, which is nice.
Tzeentch's Firestormer to the Lord, 4 damage, 2 wounds remain.
That was pretty bloody shooting phase. Yeah, we're going into charging.
Terminator's out of Deep Strike. Need a 9-inch charge to reach the Forgefiend.
Get him. No. I will spend the command point. I really want them to try and get it in. JT is probably back there at home looking at the screen going, Mubin, what are you doing?
Command reroll, don't do it, man!
No, it's a 6.
I don't blame him for trying because they're probably gonna get killed real quick next turn. Rubric squad number 1 charging the Juggernaut Lord. He fails. Second unit needs a 5.
Oh no.
Wow, no one wants to make charges.
What? He failed 2 5-inch charges? Oh, what is with these rolls? Magnus, a mighty 11, he's in.
Magnus wants to bond. Let's fight.
Let's do it.
Magnus splats the Lord on Juggernaut, and he fights on death. 1 wound to Magnus, he's down to 14.
At the end of your fight phase, I'm going to use the Hounds ability, Hunters from the Warp, to pick them up and put them into Deep Strike.
Still can't believe I failed all those other charges, and I make the 11 of all things.
Good turn for Mubin. He's extended battle lines for 4. Defense Stronghold is ongoing. He's up to 14 points to Jordan's 2. Let's see what Jordan claps back with.
Alrighty, War Leaders, turn 2.
I go to 2 command points.
I go to 2 command points.
Jordan's Blood Tide still sits at a single point.
Let's draw some cards. We get...
He's got Mark for Death. He's also drawn Cleanse. These secondaries are not helping.
Who would you like to mark for death?
Mubin choosing the Zangors, the Rubrics, and Magnus. Gamma will be the Prince. 5 primary points. Takes Jordan to 7.
The nails are biting. Time to kill, maim, and burn. I want skulls.
Lone Jackal closing on the Terminators. Angron closing on the Terminators. Berzerkers disembark the Rhino. Moving towards that bottom right objective. Jakhals move on to the bottom center objective to get more objective control on the point.
Gasbon cleanse.
Rhino advancing to be an outflank denial issue. Fleshhounds are back in at the top left.
So I think that is the movement phase. So let's go to the loser shooting phase.
Yeah, why are you shooting? You just want to charge everything.
Shooting phase now, Forgefiend into Terminators. 4 down. That leaves 4 in the character. Skarbrand roasting the Demon Prince. Takes him to 7 wounds.
It's a thankless job. Desecrating and cleansing. So I believe that is the end of the shooting phase.
Charge phase now, Angron into Terminators. Skarbrand into the Demon Prince. He's in.
Demon fight.
Demon fight.
Berserkers need an 8 to reach the sector robots.
That is an 8.
Khorne wills it. Spawn charge the Secretary. They're in.
Quite the opposite of your charge phase. All right, Angron is in. Skarbrand is in. Master of Executions is in. We're gonna kill so much stuff, get so many blood type points.
Start of the fight phase. Demonic Fury.
Targeting my Hounds and Angron.
Lance for his attacks this phase. That's gonna overcome the built-in Scarab Occult Terminator -1 to be wounded. Skarbrand now into the Demon Prince.
So he normally has 8 attacks. Because you bracketed him, he now has 10 attacks, and with his aura, he gets 11 attacks.
Now, this is either going to go one of 2 ways. You're going to smack him, or I'm going to make all my saves, and then he's going to smack you back.
We're hitting on 2s. We're winning you on 3s.
Ooh, 1s and 2s, I like it.
That's only 3 wounds.
Tzeentch is going to be annoying here.
I will spend a command point here to reroll one of the... All right, so that'll be 4.
4 4-ups. Can I make at least 3? I make 2. I will spend 1 of my command points on Destined by Fate to 0 it out. I'm gonna spend my other command point to reroll it and take no damage, maybe. Maybe. No, he'll still take the 6 damage. Down to 1 whole wound remaining.
That's super annoying. You did it. All right, next we'll do Angron into...
Into Terminators.
You have 8 attacks, hitting on 2s with sustained. Okay, Angron's
angry.
Angron's upset. You're like, hey, Skarbrand, check this out.
So let me show you how it's really done.
You're -1 to wound, but I have Lance, so I go to +1 to wound. Back to 2s, and 6s are devastating. 7 involves to make.
7 4-ups. I can be extremely annoying today. I failed 2.
Only 3 Terminators killed. What?
It's just the 2 wizards left again.
Deja vu.
Berserkers and Master of Executions into the Sekitar. Oh, he picks them up. Another Blood Tithe point for Jordan, puts him to 2.
Fight back time.
Sorcerer takes Angron to 14 wounds. Demon Prince of Tzeentch into Skarbrand.
Got 6 attacks. I'm hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, and then wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s. 6s are devs. All those 1s to reroll. That's great. Rerolled 1. No, just 2 at AP 2, 4 damage each.
4-ups. We're also alive on 1.
Excellent. 1 each. I like it.
So at the end of my turn 2.
Jordan's gonna chuck Mark for death to gain a command point. He's gonna score Cleanse for 2 to put him at 4 secondary to Mubin's 12. Both have 5 primary. 17-9 as we head to Mubin's turn 3.
We'll have to see what Mubin has in store for us in turn 3. Luckily, we still have our Bloodletters in reserves and can do a bunch of shenanigans with that. So I think we are still in a very good position in this game.
Magnus is in a prime spot to punish his brother for beating up on his children. This is going to be a bloody turn. There's a chance for a lot of explosions here. Turn 3, start of the battle round.
2 Blood Tithe points for Jordan.
Blood dice. Hasn't felt like Khorne's been with us yet, but maybe this time around.
Blessings of Khorne will be sustained hits in melee and a 6-inch pile and consolidation move.
Your stuff is far away. It'll help me slingshot into you. Maybe make you not want to get as close to me as you would like.
We'll see about that.
Magnus again choosing Impossible Form for -1 incoming damage.
And I am not going to spend any Khorne bucks. I'm going to wait for the Lance.
All right. I get a command point.
I go to 2 because I discarded.
I got secondaries to draw. I have...
Mubin's drawn Assassination and behind enemy lines.
I think that's very doable.
Kindred Sorcery will be Imbued Manifestation for an extra 6-inch range on his psychic weapons. Mubin holds 2 objectives for 10 points on primary, taking him up to 15. That's going to be 27-9.
Into the movement phase. Or as I like to call it, the Mubin phase.
Magnus flying up over the building.
Next to Angron, we're like, hey brother, what's up?
Zangor and Lighten grab the top objective. Rubric's in a terrain. Rubric's behind the terrain as well now. Zangor's run forward
I'm going to bring in my Zangors from reserves.
to zone out the top of the map from any potential Bloodletter deep strike.
Start of the shooting phase.
Magnus doombolts Angron. He channels the warp. No peril. Angron to 8 wounds left. Destiny's Ruin into the Berzerkers. He channels, it succeeds, that's full rerolls to hit the Berzerkers. Twist of Fate now into the Berzerkers.
Let's see if we can make it hurt. 8 is not good. We're gonna channel because on a 4-up, I get extra 2 AP against you. Ow, that's a perils and I will still be successful. And how many rubrics do I lose? I lose a rubric and a half. That's what I get for being a nerd.
But that's an extra 2 AP into the unit.
I'm gonna try and make this as humiliating as possible. The Magic School Bus.
Rhino bolters into Skarbrand. Havoc launcher going into the Jakhals. Jakhals down to 7.
Boulders into Skarbrand. 4s with these because you're in combat. And winning on 6s. 1 at AP 2, 1 damage.
Not like this. Not like this.
And a Rhino guns down Skarbrand. Closest Rubric squad shooting the Berzerkers now. Mind bullets gun down 2 Berzerkers. Bloodsurge move, they get 6 inches towards the closest enemy model, which is the Rhino, and that gets him out of range of the other Rubric unit. Prince shoots the Jakhals.
3 attacks from his infernal cannon. Hits twice. Can he wound? He wounds once. If he won 2 damage.
6 up. Nope, that's Jackal dead.
So we're gonna give him a Dark Blessing. 3 sustained hits out of it. Winning you on 4s, ignoring cover. AP1.
A Jackal lives.
Magnus, last person left to shoot.
Magnus into the Flesh Hounds. Even with their 3-up feelable pain against psychic weapons, Jordan still loses 2. Big shots going into the Forgefiend.
4 shots. Hitting on 2s, winning on 3s, because T10, right? Hits with everything. Can we hit those 3s? 3 of them. AP2, 3 damage each.
Yeah, I'll take 9.
3 wounds left.
Whew. All right, Magnus. We're done shooting. We're going to the charge phase. Magnus is charging Angron.
Magnus charging Angron. He's in.
Hello, brother.
Demon Prince needs a 7 to reach the Forgefiend.
Nope, he fails.
Okay, great. I need that.
And I don't want to spend the command point just in case I don't squish Angron. So we're going to go into the fight phase.
Magnus wailing away on Angron.
Smack around Angron with his staff. 7 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, 6s are devs. Bonk. Go, Magnus! So we have 4 saves and a devastating wound.
Damage on these?
3 each.
So 3 are going to go through, which would be 9 damage, and I'm at 8.
Command reroll to save Angron. Nope.
All right, yeah, he's dead.
Jordan with Summoned by Slaughter for a command point.
So Angron's going to burst into 10 little Angrons.
Oh, God.
Angron didn't want it, apparently.
End of the fight phase. Fleshhounds return to strategic reserve, and Mubin scores 5 on assassination. He's going to hold on to behind enemy lines. This is going to put Mubin up to 32 points. 17 on secondary, 15 primary for 32 to Jordan's 9. On to Jordan's turn 3.
Start of your turn 3?
Yeah, I'll go to 1 command point.
I go to 2.
Blood type points are at 2.
Secondaries, yeah.
Area denial and recover assets are drawn. The bottom objective is now sticky and will be held until Mubin comes and takes it away, thanks to the Jackal. Jackal Battle Shock, Forgefiend Battle Shock. Dice luck has really not favored Jordan. It's gotta be Friday the 13th. 10 points on primary, takes him up to 15, tied with Mubin on primary, but secondary is the difference right now. Lone Spawn advances 13, makes it close to the Zangors. Berserker closing on the Rubric. Lone Jackal backing up, protecting against the returning Zangors. The back Jackal advances to protect his home. Forgefiend moves up. Bloodletters closing on Magnus and the Terminators. Rhino rolling around the back. Fleshhounds into Mubin's deployment zone. Bloodletters on the bottom objective.
I believe that is the movement phase. So we're going to go into the shooting phase. Get it out of the way. The Rhino's going to recover assets in my home. The Bloodletters will recover assets in No Man's Land, and the Puppies will recover assets in your deployment zone for 5 points. Next up,
Forgefiend shooting into the rubrics in the terrain mid-board.
3d3 blast, 9, and then rapid fire for 12. So we're going to be hitting you on 4s, and we'll be winning you on 2s. 6 symbols.
3 damage each, though, right? I make 1. So you kill the rubrics and you leave the sorcerer alive.
I could have dropped Bloodletters there then. Demon Prince has 1 wound left.
Berserker shooting the Demon Prince. Oh, got him!
Does he go? Boom! He does!
Oh, don't do the D3.
And he explodes! A wound to the Rhino and a wound to the Forgefiend. And he gets himself a blood tithe point.
All right, well, that was oddly successful. Yeah, charges, I think.
Berserkers charging the rubrics needs a 4. It fails.
Reroll command point. Reroll that one into a 4.
Fails again. What the what?
Well.
Spawn charging the Zangors. It's an 11. Well, there it is. Bloodletters charge the Terminators. Another 11.
And I will spend a command point. Heroic intervention with Magnus.
Magnus heroically intervenes with a 9.
Weird, you want to fight first?
Spawn fighting Zangors. 5 go down. Bloodletters into the Terminator and Sorcerer. Got them both. More blood tithe points. He's up to 4. Magnus kills 8 Bloodletters by himself. 2 remain. The 10-man Zangors going back into reserve at the end of the turn. Mubin discards behind enemy lines at the end of Jordan's turn. Jordan scores 5 on recover assets. Area Nile will become a command point. He'll go up to 1, same as Mubin. And he's at 24 to Mubin's 32.
Start off battle round.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Let's see what we get.
Blessings of Khorne will be fight on death and sustained hits for Jordan and 4 blood tithe points. Magnus the Crimson King ability, impossible form, -1 incoming damage.
And then I will get a command point going to 2.
Those would be a 2 command points.
2 fresh new secondaries.
Mubin's drawn, bring it down, and sabotage.
So bring it down, not that bad. Sabotage could also do it. So yeah, let's do this.
Kindred Sorcery will be Psychic Maelstrom this turn.
Which is going to give all my psychic weapons a +1 to wound rolls.
10 points on primary to take him to 25 primary.
And then on to movement.
Rubrics to the midboard, keeping off of the objective. Lone Sorcerer into terrain. Zangors move to the objective as well, touching the wall. They're going to be able to sabotage from there. Zangors back in deep in Jordan's zone.
Shooting time. Magnus is going to go first. He is going to Doombolt the poor little Bloodletters standing in front of him. Just Doombolt to the face.
Yes, sir.
Of all the times for him to just get a 13 right off the bat.
I'll just go ahead and...
Lone Sorcerer, Destiny's Ruin into the Berserkers. He channels, takes a mortal wound, but full rerolls to hit into the Berserkers. Rubric now, Twist of Fate into the Berserkers for extra AP. It's a Snake Eyes. We're going to channel the Warp here, probably to Arcane Focus and reroll all 3. He succeeds for extra 2 armor penetration, but it costs him a Rubric.
In the shooting phase, Enlightened are going to sabotage this terrain piece, and we will shoot with...
Rubric's shooting into the Berserkers now. Desperation play from Jordan going to ground, getting cover and a 6-up invuln. If Mubin doesn't kill this squad, though, he's in serious trouble.
The Flamers first. For 7 whole attacks, 5's rerolling everything, because I'm not holding that objective right now. You work tied. 5 AP 3, 1 damage each.
The 6s. 1, 1, 3, 2, 2. So I lose 3.
We are going to go to the Sorcerer next, because he doesn't have Death Wounds. Oh, dude, why now? Let's reroll that 1. He chooses to pop off now, of all times. Normally when you go on 4s, goes to 3s because of my Kindred Sorcery this round.
6 dead, 6.5 dead. So all the Berserkers are dead, and Mo takes a wound.
Rhino shooting Bloodletters, 4 left.
All right, charge phase.
Zangors, 9-inch charge to the lone Jackal. It fails. Magnus needs a 7 to reach the Forgefiend.
Get into the Forgefiend, gets it with an 8. That is going to be it for charges, because if I charge the Rhino off, I'm actually not going to be holding that objective in the middle.
Magnus fighting the Forgefiend, he got him, no explosion. Spawn into Zangors, re-rolling the number of attacks. Oof, 3 Zangors left. Zangors kill the Spawn!
So that will be the end of my turn.
Well, Mubin got his bring it down for 4. Sabotage is ongoing. He's at 46 to Jordan's 24. Only 2 turns left for Jordan to catch.
World Eaters, turn 4. Not much World Eaters left, but we'll see what we can do.
I'm calling it now. It's turn 5 Angron showing up.
Angron's gonna show up, fail his charge, and then, then that'll be that. Let's both gain a command point. Let's draw some secondaries.
Assassination and tempting target are pulled.
Kill him, kill him, kill them.
Attempted target.
I'm going to tempt you with that one.
I can't really afford to discard, so
Jakhals pass Battle Shock. Bloodletters pass Battle Shock. 10 points primary, he's up to 25.
so let us move on to the movement phase.
Rhino rolls up to the Zangors. Jackal on his home objective advances. Fleshhounds closing on Zangors. Bloodletters move to the midboard. The lone Jackal hides.
I am going to Flamer your goats, though.
Fleshhounds flaming Zangors. Oh, there's 1 left for a charge. And there we go, folks. Charge phase time, Fleshhounds. Indeed, a 4 to reach the Zangor.
There's been plenty of 4-inch charges.
Yeah, just not 5s. 4. That's a 7. Who let the dogs out? Khorne. 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 Khorne.
Bloodletters needing a 9 into both Rhino and Rubrics.
That's a 9. We did it.
Oh, he makes it! Master of Executions into the rubrics now.
Master of Execution needs a 7.
Can't get Overwatch. That's a 5. We will command point reroll. Cooperate dice, please. Just one time.
Good.
That's a 9.
Nice.
He's in. Rhino charging this Angors. He's in.
All right, let us start with the Master of Executions into the Rubric Marines, the bullies. Because we are going against a character unit, so we get full hit and wound rerolls. It's 1-6 so far. We will be greedy. One time. Okay, drop one, pick one up for sustained. Winning on 2s, and 6s are devastating. Come on, guys.
Gonna go fishing?
Yeah. Hey, we got one. One devastating wound, one miss, 4 saves. How many wounds on the character?
4.
So yeah, so we'll put 1 on the character.
5s. Not a 5.
The dev wound will finish them off.
And then 3 5-ups on the goobers. Just the aspiring sorcerer lives.
Squad's down to a single model. The character's dead. A blood tithe is gained.
I get a command point from killing your character. I'm going to spend it immediately.
A worthy skull is spent immediately to gain an additional D3 blood tithe. That's 2, making 7.
Now here's the interesting question we have to ask ourselves. So I can spend 5 and give the Bloodletters the blessings. So they'll have sustained hits. It's not bad against Rhino. Or I can spend 3 and give them Lance.
That's a tough one.
I think we're going to go with the Lance.
The demons now get Lance. +1 to wound. Oh my, Bloodletters on Rhino.
We're going to be hitting on 3s. With Lance is going to be winning on 4s. It was worth it.
All right, looking for 5-ups. I will make 2 of those. I will take 8 whole damage. He lives with 1 again.
Again, Mubin, stop doing this to me.
Fleshhounds into the lone Zangor. Got him. And another blood tithe point. He's up to 5. Rhino time.
6 attacks.
With sustained hits. Okay.
Okay.
What in the world?
We're winning on 3s. I mean, that's still 5 from a Rhino.
No 6s, that's 5 of them dead.
What? 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 5 dead manbird goats? Zangor's punched the Rhino back. Nothing. Rhino on Bloodletters. Why bother? Oh, wow. Jordan has clawed his way back into this one. 5 on assassination. Tempting target is kept. Mubin still sits at 2 command points. Jordan's out. However, it's 49-39 with 1 turn left. 10 points difference.
This game is turning into some absolute chaos. There's barely any models left on the table.
Our units are being left on 1 wound. Models are being left with 1 model left.
What is going on today?
Hey, Mubin, what day is it today?
Right. Friday the 13th. Last turn, I think I've got this. Round 5.
Round 5. Let's
Do your thing.
let's see if Angron comes back. He does not.
Still very close.
Triple 5s, but not triple 6s.
Blessings of Khorne will be sustained hits and fight on death on a 4+. Blood tithe points, 5 are being spent.
Go back to the corner store.
The demons now get the blessings of Khorne, so Bloodletters with sustained hits and fight on death. Magnus's Crimson King ability, he's gonna go with Time Flux so that he can move farther.
For my secondaries, I've got
Cleanse and no prisoners are drawn.
do all the things and all the murder.
Egotistical power being spent here on the Lone Sorcerer to get devastating wounds with his psychic weapons. Insane bravery in the Lone Wizard. He scores 5 more primary.
So now it's time to see if we can rack up our secondary.
Magnus steals Jordan's home. Rhino slides away to leave Bloodletters open for some shoosting. Last of his Rubric shift, the single Sorcerer moves to see targets.
Start a shooting phase.
Lone Sorcerer with the Doombolt. He needs this.
Doombolt, your Master of Execution. Doombolt to the face! 7 is good. He's gonna be greedy. Channel the warp.
He succeeds, but he perils.
Oh no.
As long as I don't roll a 5-up, I'm okay. If I do, I fail it.
And he melts his brain. He blew his own head off. Magnus using Destiny's Ruin into the Rhino. He channels. He's okay. Aspiring Sorcerer now into the Master of Executions. He got him. Enlightened Cleansing. Magnus Splitting Fire. Gaze into the Rhino. Blast into the Lone Jackal. He got the Jackal.
And now he looks at a Rhino funny. 5 shots. 6s are devastating. You have 1 save to make right now. I'm gonna spend my last command point, try to get another 3 up, or if I get lucky, I get a 6 and it's undevastating. Nope.
The Rhino Rhino lives on 4.
He has to charge you now, I guess.
He has 5 on death. Watch out.
Magnus needing a 5 to reach the Rhino.
Uh-oh.
The big 5.
Not a 5-inch charge.
We've seen what happens with 5-inch charges.
It's a 4! Seriously, man! What the heck? Friday the 13th is real!
That is the 4th.
I've lost count of how many 5s we failed. So with that, we're just gonna go to ongoing combat.
Rhino kills down to a single Zangor. Mubin does cleanse for 2 and score no prisoners for 4, putting his secondary to 30, his primary to 30. He's at 60 to Jordan's 39.
Wait, last turn of the game, I am down by 21 points. It looks like we should be able to secure a 15 on primary, so we just need some good secondaries, and we might be able to squeak out a win. World Leaders, turn 5.
It's the last turn of the game.
What a bloody game.
Yeah.
We'll go to 2 command points.
I got a 1.
Secondaries are in to be.
Jordan's pulled extend battle lines and secure no man's land. All those horrible early secondaries are paying off now. He's down by 21, and he can effectively score 22 points here.
I need to take you off this.
Insane bravery being spent on the Bloodletters to make sure they pass their battle shock test. Fleshhound's moving to get a flamer shot on that Sorcerer. That is all he dares. Fleshhound's breathe fire.
5 shots. Ooh, that is 2.
Make 1, fail 1. He has 2 wounds left.
It comes down to this.
Charge the clock.
Here comes, folks. Bloodletters charging the aspiring Sorcerer and the Rhino. Mubin overwatches.
The aspiring sorcerer is gonna say no and shoot you with his hand flamer. 1 whole shot. Needs a 5. Nope. No, I hold the objective. I can't re-roll it.
He needs a 4.
Charge. 3? I don't think makes it.
Oh no. 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 Not like
Not like this.
He gets a 3. Last command point, reroll. He's in.
Oh lord.
Rubric and the Rhino are getting absolutely diced up. The Rubric is down.
And then the Rhino. 2 hits.
Nice.
Wounding on 4s because of Lance. 1 save. AP2.
Need a single 5. Please. Yes, he lives.
There's still a chance. You can fight.
Now if that Rhino kills a single Bloodletter, Mubin wins. If he doesn't, Jordan wins.
Hit on 5s. They wound on 3s.
If he just kills 1 Bloodletter, the game is lost.
Rhino, Magic School Bus, you've been a hero before. Can you be the hero again? No 5s. All right.
All right.
No, I don't believe it. 15 points primary, 2 on secure no man's land, 5 on extend battle lines, with 40 on his primary and 21 secondary, 61, 70 to 71 with paint. Are you kidding me? Jordan wins.
Well done, Jordan. And Jordan, that is game. Well played. You managed to swing the game by 1 whole point. That was fantastic.
So many shenanigans, so many weird dice rolls. Regardless, it was a super fun time. It was great to play Mubin finally in a 40K in 40 minutes. It's awesome to finally be part of the team.
And until we see you next time, play on.
Mubin, Jordan, what a game. I absolutely cannot believe what those dice rolls did to both of you. I think you guys definitely need some kind of hug. Special thanks again to this episode's sponsor, Frontline Gaming, and the FLG Tournament Support Program. Make sure to follow the links in the description below and get started today. That's it from all of us here at the Playout Studios. Of course, a big thank you to you for watching. If you like what we do, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you really like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You will get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes sneak peeks, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. That's it from all of us here at the Playout Studios. On behalf of them, it's me, JT the Voice, saying, till the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on.